Hey, you there that just clicked on this video. How you doing, man? You good? It's a good day, I hope. Maybe. Why am I watching this? I don't know. I kind of know, but I don't really know. I had a good experience watching some performances from country music award shows. So that's one reason. And I was like, but I don't know what to watch because I don't really listen to country music. I grew up listening to some country music, but I don't really listen to country music. And this seemed like it was kind of popping off, and Taylor Swift is not really country, I don't think. Maybe. So, yeah, that's it. There's your long, giant, genius explanation of why we are watching this. I don't actually think I've seen her play guitar before. So I'm kind of interested to see that aspect too. It was in the thumbnail, so I assume she's playing it. Oh, it's 5 minutes long. Please be a great song. Don't be a sad song, be a great song. Not a sad one. Let's go. Oh, that's C, B, A minor, G.
Betty, I won't make assumptions about why you switched to homeroom, but I think it's 'cause of me. Betty, one time I was riding on a skateboard.
Okay, I know I am the last human being to this party. I know that. Her voice is like really pretty. I've only heard a couple of like the dancey things. Obviously, I know she's a giant star. Obviously, like her voice is good or whatever. I just never really experienced it, so. And she's playing guitar and doing a good job. Kind of explains why she's like worth $100 bazillion.
And I passed your house, it's like I couldn't breathe. You heard the rumors from Inez. You can't believe a word she says most times. This time it was true.
This is one thing I do love about country music that we don't have enough in the other genres is storytelling. Like I'm actually like, well, now there's a story. I need to know what's going on. Like what have they been saying? Taylor, tell me.
The worst thing that I ever did.
Also universal statements that are vague, which is I think for every human being, that statement is true, but it's also vague. It doesn't say at all what happened. I'm sure it will later on, but that's also a trick to like great songwriting. Vague statements that apply to every single human being, but feel as if you're talking about everyone who hears this is like, that's true, that's true.
But if I just showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you just trust me? If I told you it was just a summer thing, I'm only 17.
Oh, she took somebody. Taylor took somebody.
I don't know anything, but I know I miss you.
You took your best friend's so-and-so. It took, yeah. And then you're going to write a song and try to get your way out of it. Are you a rock star? Yeah, I guess you are, but that is some rock star shit. Sorry. My bad. Let me write a song about it.
Betty, I know where it all went wrong. Your favorite song was playing from the far side of the gym. I was nowhere to be found. I hate the crowds, you know that. Plus I saw you dance with him. The rumors from Inez, you can't believe.
Oh, I like that transition where you have this story segment. You can repeat it every time. So we have a little story, transition, boom, and go. Story, transition, and go. Okay. I will say this is a really good musical structure. Lyrically and musically. It's not detailed enough. The guitar is very like normal folk guitar, but the storytelling of the lyrics and then the structure of how those lyrics are being put together, like not the words, but the actual like part one, tell some story. Part two, we have a transition that is also a story. And then boom, we're off. We don't know until the second time that happens that the second half is a transition. And you're like, oh, this part's going to be coming back a bunch.
The word she says most times, but this time it was true. I ever did was what I did to you. At your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go straight to hell? Or leave, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only 17, I don't know you.
You know what? Okay, this is the moment in the video where I think I'm gonna piss every human being off. I think maybe I'm about to split the room down the middle. Some people will be like, I can see that. And other people will be like, what'd you say? Brace yourselves. I don't think it's that big of a deal what I'm going to say. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But there's some people that are just going to take it the wrong way. I think the structure of this song, the lyrics of the song, the storytelling, the way it's put together, I think it sounds very much like John Mayer. I think this is like Taylor Swift, John Mayer storytelling. 100%. It's just from a different perspective because she's Taylor Swift and not John Mayer. But yeah.
I was walking thinking of you when she pulled up like a figment of my worst intentions. She said, James, get in.
Actually, I didn't ask an important question. Is this actually by Taylor Swift? I assume it is. But I didn't actually look that up. I think it's fucking great songwriting. Obviously, 10 million other people also think that. My 2 cents, though.
Betty, I'm here on your doorstep and I planned it out for weeks. The only thing I wanna do is make you. So I showed up at your party. Yeah, I showed up at your party.
Oh, and of course I'm so mesmerized by how good it's all put together that we have a finish to the story. We have what if I showed up at your party? What if I showed up? What if this? What is that? I visualized it for weeks now. Now you see something's coming, and then I actually showed up at the party. Key change.
Will you have me? Will you?
Oh, and a key change because now we're actually at the party. I don't know if people know I'm going so nuts. This is believe it or not, I would say this is absolute top tier songwriting when you look at what's actually all happening in the song and what's going on musically and how simplistic the music is, which is leaving nothing but room for the story. If the story's not any good, the song's going to suck because the music is pretty basic. We got 5 minutes of extremely repetitive music. So it has to be all in the storytelling and how that story is constructed, almost like a good joke. If the joke is structured poorly, no one's going to laugh, no one cares. Yeah, and then we have this key change, which I didn't expect at all, but it's kind of awesome because we have this key change that also represents a change in time, that everything before this moment was the person alone playing, talking to themselves about the story. And every time they're singing, they're not actually singing to the person, they're singing to themselves. Will you have me? Will you blah, blah, blah? What if I showed up at your party? They're not actually asking that person. They are alone thinking this. And then we get a key change right when no, now we've caught up to the present and now I'm showing up at the party. It's kind of incredible place to put a key change.
Love me, will you kiss me on the porch in front of all your stupid friends? Just like I dreamed it, will it patch your broken wings? I'm only 17, I don't know anything but standing in your cardigan, kissing miss you.
Oh dear. We're all present. I don't know what people actually know about, like, me. I thought that was a fantastic song and a great performance. I kind of like that I miss out on a lot of, like, giant stars, you know? It's like, oh, hey, it turns out Taylor Swift is huge, and also turns out that she's actually really, really good. I do like the dance stuff. I've heard a decent amount of the dance stuff. I've covered one of her songs before, the Shake It Off song. And it's fun, but I never really listened to anything other than, like, a couple of songs. So I like, it's, I don't know if you guys feel this way. Don't know at all, but I like it when someone has a lot of success, you know, and then you look at what they do and you're like, actually, that's kind of awesome. That's kind of amazing. It's way better than hating on someone. Sometimes I see people that are successful and I'm like, really? That dude? Really? That one? But no. Obviously, she's probably got like 300 songs and I've only heard maybe like 4. But very much like it. Oh, this reaction's done. Peace.